So this is supposed to do something? Sleep. Fast forward, disabled on... Ah, damn it. Well, I didn't think to disable that. Alright, fine. Rather than just lay there all night, nothing to do. We'll just get up, fine, be that way. Go and do stuff here in the dark. So now that you've had a look, you have a bit of a house down here in the corner. It's not completely balanced. Our kitchen, I realize that the meat factory counts as a kitchen because you got butchery tables in it. Got a bedroom with some stuff. We have a bathroom. It's got a latrine. An unfortunately placed window. I could push... It just looks weird when there's a door like right there and a window and a bunch of nothing. Bedroom in here. You can't actually sit down. I can't move. And if I go to third person, there I am. Just sitting there, waiting for the night to pass. Let's see if... Here, let's... Okay, third person sleep. Oh, that's creepy. Yeah, let's hear for out-of-body experiences, shall we? Yeah, that's not creepy at all. I just stand here over top of myself. Let's get back out of third person. It's hard to play in third person. It's... Yeah, so we get a whole bunch more points. We're sitting at 90... That many points a day times something. I'm not quite sure how the math works on that. I know it's because I'm playing single player, everything, like the points is all sped up. Right? So, over here, did a little work on the facade for the meat factory. After all, if we're going to have a house, why not live right above a spot where we store all of our where we kill animals and store all of their yummy, yummy innards. Smells like death. And then as far as other things go, built a tailor table, and I want you to look at the time to do 86 cloth. You see that, right? That is an H. It's going to take almost 3 hours to make that because I have no points in tailoring. I haven't picked up a single star since the last time we played. And everything else is, like, it's just cost an astronomical amount of stuff. We won't be making any clothes without tailoring. The thing is that the stuff involved in making furniture, right, like we want to make a padded chair, it's wood, and cloth. So wood, and plant fibers is completely renewable resources. If not for the fact that the table wants 45 cubic meters. I thought it was 27 last time. It went up and I realized I had to push the back wall out. Yeah. So if we wanted to put another table in here, we'd need a whole nother room this size. Which, unfortunately, I may have to do. Like, just because of the sheer amount of furniture we're going to have to make, right? Like, okay, granted, the bison mount, I don't... Do we? That's the big head. You remember how much room that takes up? It takes up like a 4x5... I don't know, a 4 wide, 4 high, or something like that. 1 out space. This is an astronomical amount of room to put one of these things down. We can build another campsite. Actually, it's kind of neat. We could build a campsite, because we could, depending on how long we play around in this world and how much time we need to spend waiting for stars to accumulate. I think I might be getting one here real quick. I could build a few of these and put them somewhere with a campfire and a couple of tables and a bench, and we'll have a campsite somewhere. Probably never visited, but it'll be, something to look at. And the rest of this, that elk mount, that thing is, yep, that took up a huge amount of space. It's a chair. The rugs are within grasp. Cellulose fiber is, again, it's just wood pulp and cellulose, whatever. And I should build a washboard. 30 boards to build a washboard. It would definitely spruce up our bathroom, wouldn't it? Definitely more than just that one jack-o'-lantern we've got in there. And all the rest of these clothes. This thing is, this star is unfortunately placed. Like, it's neat that it does that. Unfortunately, when it shows up in the middle of your face while you're doing things, sometimes it's not that convenient. So, research some stuff. We have access to tailor. We have access to smithing. Smelting might be what I take. See, I gotta think about this, because our next star, character XP, 12 hours. 12 and a half hours in-game. Well, I'm playing with the server files running, so I can literally go to work and come back and the server still runs. Server in air quotes. 12 and a half hours to another star. So whatever we pick is going to have to really mean something now. I've got milling. I have no points in farming. But as it stands, we don't need a whole lot of everything. Like, just unlocking it. Like, just getting the level 0 gives us better food gathering, right? And that's really, I think it's just for farmed foods. Planting and cultivating for a level by... I'm going to guess the options are seed production. Which aren't really... Up here. Paper milling, I don't... just to... reuse the stuffed bookshelves, level by blah blah blah, yeah. Papers. Level unlock just decreases time required to make paper. Paper is just made out of wood pulp anyway, so there's no real worries there. I don't know why I clicked on self-improvement. This is maxed out completely. Then we get down here to... I think I need basic engineering. Okay, give me the thing. Easier construction of stuff and junk. But I still need... I don't know what to choose. I honestly don't. As far as our tech stuff goes, the next thing we're going to have to research is... I'll meet you back at the base there. Okay. So bricklaying. Bricklaying needs cloth, which we're slowly working on, right? Glassworking, I'm not... What does that give us? Glassworking skill book, which... Skill scroll... That teaches glasswork. It doesn't help me at all. Lumber, which we're going to need for a lot of stuff, but that's going to require iron. So we're going to have to... I've got the smelt... I think it's going to be smelting. I think it's going to have to be... Yeah. Because of the difficulty in finding iron. Well, I don't want to say difficulty. I think I got about a stockpile worth of ore. But ore is a lot harder to find now. Like, if you watched my playthrough before, there's ore all over the place. Like, they made ore easy to find. And it was just, there was no shortage of it. As it stands, I've got that chunk there, and that big wad down there, and all that coal. There's an elk spying on us. Yeah, I think it's going to be smelting, because we're going to need the ability not only to reduce our costs in doing stuff, I'm going to regret this, I just know it. There. So now, all of our time decreases, and all of our material costs decrease. It looks like there's a lot of stuff. So that's smelt copper, smelt gold, all the tools, blast furnace comes down, cast iron stove. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that comes down. So, alright, because we gotta need you build a sawmill and an anvil. That's right. Right. Crafted out of anvil. Anvil made out of bloomery. Bloomery. Dang it. Hold still. You know what? Getting on my last nerve. I know for a fact a bloomery is made at a kiln. And I know I've made a kiln. Positive I made a kiln. Should be right. There it is. There's a kiln. I don't have a room for it yet. Let's plop you down just randomly here in the middle of things just so we can look at you. Out of who cares? Bloomery. Bloomery costs, it's nothing for that. Costs nothing. But on the upside, I'm pretty sure that the taking smelting is going to reduce the amount of tailings we produce. And that's important in the long term, because right now we don't have a place to put them. See, normally I would have, stick you in my back pocket here. Normally, at this point, I would have a ramp built all the way down to bedrock. Normally. And I think I pointed out last time that I didn't. And you notice that neither of my tools are of higher quality than they were before. Because in order to make my ramp, nope, and that's not going to help. That don't do nothing either. So I can keep building a ramp. We run into basalt all over the place. That's still coal, so no worries there. Like, we'll be able to build a ramp, but it's gonna be a nightmare to navigate because of the sharp turns and stuff. And then when I manage to finally build a truck or a skid steer, and that's gonna be a long time. Navigating that thing down there is gonna be just an absolute pain as well. But I think, yeah, we're gonna have to do this. Must be consumes 50 watts from fuel. A 1-tier room, 45 cubes free. That's okay. That's nothing. I can slap that together. I should have enough stuff. It's a question of where I want to put it. Do I want to put it on the riverfront or on the waterfront? Or do I want to put it back one? Let me grab my cart. We'll bring some materials over there. And I'll get started on that. I'm not sure if you shouldn't need a pipe. Do you have an output on you this time? Power, storage, credit, status. Okay, you don't have to worry about a chimney for you. You shouldn't produce smoke. That's good. So before I get too far ahead of myself, one of the things I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to kind of decrease the amount of stone I got to use. Because now that my hewing is maxed straight out, it gets really efficient to make a lot of windows. And the nice thing about windows is not only can you use them instead of other materials, they also help, put light into the place and stuff. Back up here. Come on, you can do it. Now, I fully intend to have at least 2 kilns in here. And that means that we're going to need a room of something like 90 cubes, which is kind of big. Can I get up? Nope. Can I get up if I do this? If I do one of them left. And it's got to go up there. Well, fart. How do I get up here? So used to playing Minecraft, you can carry just a million of everything with you. So yeah, let's grab... No, I can't grab that kiln because I need to put a 4 in here before I can do anything. Go here. And yes, there's windows here. We're going to take down this shockingly ugly ramp. It's going to be one of our ways down to the beach. Because you have to be able to get, you know... You got to get down to the strip somehow. You just have to. Now, street-ish level here. You can tell it's going to be here. We put this guy up one. I'll build a quick porch on it, a set of stairs, just to set him apart from the rest of the buildings on the street here. So let's slap down a bunch of these. Kiln takes up a 2x2 space. Let's get you back out of my back pocket. I put you here. You can already tell. Look how big that is. Oh, I can put a window here. I could have put... a balcony here. It would look really weird. Window it is. We'll go with, let's get back to the wall here for a minute. We'll go with another one of these 3 high windows. Just, at least we're sweating our nuts off cooking bricks. You want to go there. We've got something to look at, right? And you want... Yeah, it uses 45, so this thing needs to be 90. We're at a 5x5, so that's 25. We'll go 4 high is 100. Yeah, that'll fit. That'll fit quite nicely. Alright, our exterior is almost done here, and you're going to ask yourself, Dub, why are you using limestone roofing on this building that's made out of sandstone? Isn't that going to look weird up along the edges? To which my answer is, no, it won't. If you caught my episode 0, the underside of limestone... Yeah, don't ask me why it's white there and not white there. Don't know. Just is. Just friggin' is. So at the very least, I can have a different colored roof that still matches the sides. Right? I'm going to need some kind of beam here across there. I'm going to have to put a bunch of that limestone roofing there. Probably at the same time I block in that terrible looking vaulted roof. But at the very least, here we are, we're in a room. We've got a bunch of extra space up there because of that, which you're not really going to need. Like, the only things that are going to be in here are 2 kilns, a couple of chests, and then like, decorative stuff, right? Like a table and a chair. But it's going to give us the ability to move on to... Yes, I know you're out of fuel. Shut up. Give us the ability to make a bloomery and get on to making metal so we can go on to some of the higher tiered stuff that we're going to need. And we can get a bunch of those materials made before we actually get to that point. Like, you already know. Looking at 11.5 hours for my next point. It's currently 9 p.m. as I'm recording this. I'm not going to be awake until 8 a.m. to get that second star. That next star. So we're going to be able to build up an awful lot of materials long before we have the ability to use them. And I'm fine with that. The speed you pick up experience slows down. It's supposed to slow down after a while. Yeah, currently we've done 9 level ups, right? So expect that to drag out. We're going to wind up with an awful lot of aesthetic building just to use up material and spend time in game to do things. which again I'm fine with. Like I don't mind mindless building, right? Like I had to take a moment to go back and get a bunch of white bricks because somehow I ran out of white bricks over here, and I don't. No idea why I ran out of white bricks over here. No idea at all. I do have a bit of an issue with the front of this building, however. It's a little dull, and it looks real derpy with that thing right there. We're either going to have to expand this building, which is just a placeholder, really. Like, it's a place to put this. I can't really... I can make ramps and roads and a wooden wheel, but until I learn anything else, we're not doing anything with this, right? This requires basic engineering 1, right? So I got to throw a star into that. Don't ask me when it's gonna happen. I have no idea. As it is, right? We're gonna have to do a ton of smelting. I'm gonna have to build that actual. You can all go away now. That ramp to bedrock, so we can store tailings deep, deep, deep underground. Or I go the jackass route and store it over here in this desert. The only things that really grow there are cactus and agave and prickly pear. If I need cactus, agave, and prickly pear, I've got deserts here. I could just build a bridge. Let's see here. So if I went from here, 179 would be a mere 100 blocks long at a bit of an angle across a Stygian Gulf. It's a little exaggerated just to point out, but look how deep that is. That is some deep. Some spots in there, I think that might be some of the deepest we have on our world. And it's weird. It's all lined with basalt, as though they don't. Like, for some reason, somebody doesn't want you to go down there and dig into the sides of it. Oh well. Yeah, if tailings start to be an issue, I'm thinking, are you a tree or are you rocks? Can't be. You cannot be a tree. You must be the angriest tree in the world to grow right there. I salute your efforts. And I'm sure your existence is not filled with pain. Yeah, that's, yeah. We might have to do a bunch of our smelting over there and then just truck things back and forth. The thing is, while we're over here, this is all sandstone. We have a better chance of finding iron in a desert because of how much sandstone is there. So, statistically speaking, it's not a terrible spot to go and fill with slag. I know we're not supposed to pollute our planet to death, but you're going to put walls of unbreakable rock in front of me. I got to dump my turds somewhere. In the future. We'll dump our turds over here in the future. And speaking of that, I will see you again in the next episode. I'll see you later.